Hey YouTube, it's your girl, Mama Kathy, coming to you today with another little video. But guess what? It's called Talk Show Tuesday with your host, Mama Kathy. And of course, we have a special guest. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Monica.
That's all you got to say about yourself?
What? I'm Monica. I'm Monica Linda
That's
Robertson
it.
or Rodriguez, however they want to call it.
Yeah, we don't even need your whole government.
It is
I
what
just
it
wanted
is.
you to say something funny about who you was. That was it.
I'm just me.
So anyway, y'all know how Talk Show Tuesday works. First of all, y'all got to tell Mama Kathy hello when y'all come in the room. And y'all also got to acknowledge if y'all like this little baby or not. You understand? I got to come just a little bit closer to y'all and I got to bring y'all to me because I am not going to be able to see y'all back there. I'm sorry and I want to be able to see you guys. All right, so how's that? Are you guys seeing us okay? So we got 13 people in the room waiting on this talk show.
Yes.
You know, first of all, let me just give a shout out to my YouTube family out there. I just want you guys to know that I love y'all and y'all rocking with your girl, Mama Kathy. I'm going to come every Tuesday at 6 p.m. And man, do I got some story time for you guys. Thank you guys. Well, right now, y'all can chit chat it up and everything. But me and Monica, we have a talk show to do. Okay? Now, y'all know I'm new at this talk show thing. So I'm gonna get a little bit more professional as we go around, about it. But like I said, I just wanted to know what y'all think about this little baby. Okay? And then, we gonna get into this talk show. Let me make sure we got Monica up in here very, very well. You understand? We want y'all to see your girl Monica, okay? Because your girl Monica got some things going on. Yes, she do. That's right, baby. Show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself. That's right.
Yes.
Yes, Monica has lost a total of how many pounds?
56 pounds.
All right. Okay, so like I said, y'all go ahead and chit chat, and I'm gonna get back with y'all. Don't think that your girl Mama Kathy is ignoring you guys, because I'm not. There's gonna be a time when I'm going to stop talking to Monica, and then I'm gonna come to you guys because the reason I did Talk Show Tuesday live is because I want to feel as though I have an audience. Okay, so that means that you guys are my audience and you get to ask questions that maybe Mama Kathy forgot to ask. So anyway, like I said, we got your girl Monica with us. And today's talk show is going to be about the first time, why, and how Monica went to jail. Okay?
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Mom?
I'm so happy to have you on my show, because you are such a beautiful person inside and outside. And
I know.
To come on here, I feel privileged to have you, in my presence. So, if you would like to tell my audience, what happened, what was the events that transpired that led up to you going to jail?
Okay. It was on September 23rd, 2016 is the day that everything happened.
Okay.
I came home from work one day and my sister was like, you had got a ticket in my name, so I'm gonna need you to pay that ticket. So knowing me, I figured like we work in the same job. You can wait until we get paid so I can give you the money.
Mm-hmm.
So needless to say, everything went, died down, and I felt some kind of way how she approached me, and I went on social media, and I was venting about her.
Okay, so
And
when you say social media,
Facebook.
you went to,
I went on that
Facebook?
platform,
Okay.
yeah. And then we would start arguing because she was like, "Why you talking about me on Facebook or whatever?" and stuff like that. She hit me, I hit her.
Oh, wait a minute. You guys were in a physical fight?
Yeah, we was like, you know, she she pushed me, and I mugged her with my hand. You know, so it was
Wasn't she
physical.
pregnant?
She was pregnant.
Okay.
You know, going back to that, like I probably wouldn't have, you know, mugged her in her face knowing that she was pregnant, but it was at the heat of the moment. You
Okay.
know, you don't touch me if you don't want me to touch you.
Exactly. I get you.
So that particular day, you know.
Excuse me, guys, for 1 second. I am so sorry, but you know, all kind of things happen when you live. I just feel like I just need to pull this down just a little bit so you can see us better. I'm sorry. If I had some help, it'd be easier.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me if you can see yourself better. That's the help I need from you. Can you see yourself better?
No.
Okay, hold on. What about now?
The other one need to come down.
Oh, I'm gonna pull it down. I just gotta figure out how to get it down. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. We coming right back.
Okay, that one's not tight.
I'm about to tighten it up. I'm just trying to make sure that we are where we
You
need
gotta
to
turn
be.
that camera. Well,
Okay.
just a little bit. No. Sit down first.
Okay.
You should turn towards you more.
I'm sorry, y'all. I really apologize. We should have had this figured out before, but okay. I think that's better. Do you think this, y'all? Do y'all think this is better, guys? Yes. No. Okay, it's good. Okay, thank you. Okay, so all right, where did we stop off at?
Okay, so we were gonna talk about like, you know, what happened after.
Okay, so you and Ruby got into a physical altercation, and then you later went to Facebook to vent about.
That was before. Cause we
Okay,
had an argument.
who is Ruby to you?
Ruby's my sister.
Okay, and you and her got in a fight first.
No, we didn't.
You went to Facebook first.
Yes.
And then you guys got in a fight. Okay,
Right.
okay, go ahead.
So, meanwhile, while we was pushing and mugging each other or whatnot, I don't know what came through her mind and told her baby daddy, Travis is what his name is.
Oh, Travis.
Yeah.
Travis is you said Travis is her baby daddy?
Yes.
Okay, her child's father?
Yes.
Okay.
She told him I kicked her in the stomach.
How far along pregnant was she?
If it was September, she had to be 7 months pregnant. About 7 months pregnant. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then, she called Travis and told Travis that you kicked him in the stomach. And go ahead.
And he came in the house and we got into an argument. And before you know it, he bomb rushed me and had me on the floor, choking me, just choking me until I don't even know how I even got up, how I got the strength, because I started seeing stars, like I was about to be out, like he was just gonna take me out this world.
So he was choking you to the point that you felt like you were about to die.
Yes.
And what was Ruby doing while he was choking you?
My memory was her just standing over there on the phone with somebody talking to, I think she was talking to my sister Beth on the phone. And that was my memory, because at this point, while he was choking me, I couldn't, like, all sense of hearing was gone.
Wow.
I couldn't hear nothing. I didn't know what she was saying. I couldn't comprehend.
So you were almost in a blackout.
I was almost in a blackout.
Okay.
And so, I don't know, I guess in my head, like, I was talking to myself in my head, like, God, get me up off this floor. He gonna take me. So I finally was able to get up off that floor. And then I had a 9mm Ruger, and I aimed it at him.
Oh,
and
my
when
God.
I aimed it at him, my intentions was, and this is just the truth.
Okay.
My intentions was to kill him. That's
Oh,
what my
my
intentions
God.
was, because I felt like
he tried to kill you.
yes, but my sister, you know, by that being her man, I guess she shielded him. And you know, me, I had to get my thoughts together because I didn't want to kill my sister.
Right, and plus your mind probably wasn't.
I would say I was very disorientated. Because when I came up off that floor, I just knew I did this at him. And when she jumped in front of him.
So you had already had the gun on you when
I
you
had
were
the
on
gun.
the floor?
Let me tell you, I want to take you back a little bit.
Okay.
Normally, I'm right-handed, so normally I have my gun in a holster on the right side of me. But this particular day, I said, no, I'm going to put it on the left side of me. I don't know what made me do that, but while he had me down there choking, he knew that I had carried a gun. He was feeling all on my right side because he had me with one hand down, and he was trying to feel on my right side.
So he was trying to get
my
your gun. Okay.
And so that's what I kept feeling him over there. So I don't know, God must have told me just to put my gun that day on my left side and stuff like that.
Yeah, God does everything for a reason. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, I came up out of that situation, pointed the gun at him, and my intentions, like I said, was to kill him because he was going to kill me.
Oh,
and
wow.
my sister jumped in front of him, shielding him, and
she was willing to lay down her own life for him?
Yes, she was. And I had to bring myself back to my senses because had I pulled that trigger, I would have been killing my sister.
Oh, wow.
I would have killed my sister, and I may not spend the rest of my life in prison, but I would have been messed up in my head for the rest of my life.
Exactly, because that would have been that decision that you would have made that day would have been a lifelong decision. It would have been something you wouldn't have been able to come back from.
Yeah, and I grew up with my sister, and we was very close up until that moment. Everything seemed like it crumbled for me and her.
So what happened after you pointed the gun and your sister Ruby shielded Travis? What happened? What events happened after that?
Okay, so the event happened after that. I wanted to leave. Travis snatched my purse because I was just gonna leave and go get me a cigarette so I can calm my nerves. But he snatched my purse. So I ended up the way my memory say, I was pushed out my apartment.
Okay.
I was pushed out my apartment, but she say I walked out of my apartment, but that's not how I remember.
Right, because you were still disoriented.
Yes.
Disoriented after he choked you.
So I remember how my brain is. I remember how I got pushed out of the apartment. When I turned back around, I aimed and I shoot it at the door, but I didn't shoot the door. I shot the wall, on the side of the wall.
Okay.
And I did that. I remember asking for some help because I didn't have my phone on me.
Okay.
So when I went downstairs, I called the police when I got down there because I eventually realized that I did have my phone on me.
Okay.
So I called the police and I told the police that, you know, my sister's boyfriend attacked me and stuff like that, blase. And they came.
Okay.
And when they came, they hadn't even, they asked me what happened. They went upstairs and they talked to them and they said, oh, so you had a gun and you fired that gun. I said, I sure did, to defend myself.
Oh, so they told that you had a gun.
Right, and then also when the cop came after he said that your sister said that you hit her in her stomach, and I said I have never hit my sister in her stomach, knowing she's pregnant.
Right,
So,
but you did.
I did mug her. I did put my hand on her.
Okay, so you really didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't kick her in her stomach as she told Travis.
No.
Oh, okay, so you just mugged her.
I mugged her. What she did was she made up something. She made up something to get him to have a reaction to me.
Okay.
And he did.
So she wanted Travis to come and fight you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that happened when they found out I fired my gun and stuff like that. I told him I had a CCW and stuff like that. I told him, you know,
you had a license to carry your gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he took my gun. Once he took my gun, he said, well, I told him I need medical attention because that's how I had scars on my neck and stuff like from him choking me and stuff like that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I went there and stuff like that. I'm keep saying stuff like that, okay? Sorry about that. The police came back into the squad and he said, because of what Travis and Ruby said, the sergeant said I have to go to jail because their word was against mine. My word was against theirs, I mean.
So the sergeant came to the scene and he said that basically they sided with Ruby and Travis and took you to jail. And why did they take you to jail?
For domestic violence and for, at that time, improperly using
discharging a firearm.
Yeah, and a habitation. Habitation is like, you know, apartment with 16 units and around a school.
Yeah, because a school was near your home.
Yeah, and I wasn't even thinking about no school.
You weren't thinking, of course you wasn't. I mean, you were being attacked.
So, yeah.
But wait a minute, let me ask you a question. So, they took you to jail. Did they take Travis to jail for?
No. And the only reason why they didn't take him to jail was because my sister went against me for him. That is why.
So so she didn't tell the story the way it happened.
No, I'm gonna tell you the story that I got.
Okay.
The story was that I came home.
Okay.
And came off of work, and I just started with Ruby. I didn't start with Ruby, but that's the story that it was.
Okay.
And that I just shot my gun because I wanted to shoot my gun, and because we got into an altercation. That is the story that I got in the report that I read. She told the police, you can look at the cameras. She got the maintenance people number on the refrigerator and stuff like that. That's what was in the report when I read it.
Okay.
Now I read it front and back. So that let me know that you told them it's cameras here and you willingly gave them information to go against me. And as a sister, I felt like that was wrong. You should have had my back.
So let me stop you. So you went to jail after he came in the house and physically attacked you and choked you, but because you shot your gun, if you had shot him, do you think you would have went to jail?
Yes.
You would have went to jail?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, even though he attacked you and choked you because of the story your sister got?
Yeah. I would have still went to jail. And also it had something to play a part with me being transgender.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I felt that in my heart because when they found out I was transgender, everything went left. When they thought
you were a woman and that he attacked a woman.
Was cool. They got after that they got aggressive with me and stuff like that, and I just felt violated.
Okay, so after they take you off to jail and they don't arrest Travis and they don't arrest Ruby, how did you feel about your sister knowing that she gave them a statement that was now causing you to go to jail?
I don't like talking about this. I hated my sister. I did. Because I struggled finding a job, being transgender. And I finally got that big break. Got me a job, working my job every day, as you know. Me and my sister, we got it together. And my life just went down the drain. I didn't have no way of making ends meet no more. I'm in and out these courts and stuff. Didn't know what to do. Couldn't even get me a lawyer because I didn't have the money.
Well, what jail did they take you to?
First, they took me to the city. I was in the city first.
Oh my goodness, the city jail here in Cleveland is the most horrible place you would ever want to be.
I went to the city. I told them when they first took me in there, look, y'all not putting me in no cell with no man, no regular man. I'm not doing it.
Okay, so that was my question. So that was my next question. Okay. Because you are transgender, which group did they put you with? Did they put you with the women's side or did they put you with the men's side?
Okay, so in the city, that's where you go and get processing and booked.
Okay.
I was with another trans woman.
Yes.
That's myself. But a couple days later, I ended up going to court. Mm-hmm. And it's ironic because the judge that I had seen her at the RTA fair in that year, and she recognized me and she gave me a personal bond.
Oh my God!
And I came home.
So how long did you stay in jail?
I stayed in jail for 5 days before I got.
5 days you went and stayed
in
the city jail.
Yeah.
Okay, and then she gave you a personal bond.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which mean I had another court date coming up.
Okay, so when you were there in the city jail, when the police took you to jail, you were dressed like a female.
Yeah.
So when you got down to the city jail, did they take your hair? What happened as far as your clothes? I mean, because in the city jail, you normally keep on what you go in, right?
Right. Okay, so in the city jail, they didn't take my hair. You know why? Because I didn't have no hair on me. My hair got pulled off of me.
Oh.
It got pulled or knocked off me when I fell down on the couch and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I had on just a do-rag type thing. You know, so I didn't have no hair. Okay. I just had a beautiful face of makeup and stuff like that and my work uniform on.
Okay.
And my work badge, all that I still had on. Okay. And that's what I went to jail in.
Okay. And when you were in the city jail, how did the men and the CO that you were in there with originally a transgender person as yourself? Mm-hmm. How did your COs treat you?
Surprisingly, I don't know if it got something to do with my spirits, the way that I talk and conduct myself. I didn't get treated bad by no COs, not the women or the men. Okay. They let me use the phone more than they let anybody else use the phone there to contact my family. Okay. But while I stayed there, all the inmates that was there was talking about you know how they do when you're in jail. They talking about they want to see when you get out of there. They want to see what you're about. And like
but I don't know what you mean.
Sexual wise.
Oh, so they were trying to have sex with you?
Yeah, I had this guy next to me talking about looking a little hole so he could show me his penises or whatever.
So was he gay?
You know what? There ain't nobody. When people say is they gay or whatever, they be down low.
Oh, okay.
And bisexual
straight
or whatever.
Trying to play that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
That's what that is. When they see a beautiful person come in there, you know, and you know how small I was and stuff. When they see a beautiful person, they don't care what it is.
So so after you spent 5 days and you got out of jail, Ruby and Travis were living with you.
They were still living in my house, yes.
So while you were in jail for 5 days, they had the audacity to still be living in your house that you pay rent for. Mm-hmm. Was she even paying you rent to stay there?
$100.
Oh my
And they was
God.
making. They was probably making, if not the same amount of money as me with the job or a little bit over, you know.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't want to charge my sister over $100 because, you know, I wanted her to get out there and get her own eventually.
Exactly. So when you come home after 5 days of being locked up in that nasty, filthy city jail, what happened between you and Ruby and Travis?
When that judge released me right away, I caught the bus home. I had money on me, my belongings. I went and got my belongings. I caught the bus home, and I walked up all them stairs. And me, I'm salty. I'm still on my mind. I walked up there and sitting on my red couch, my beautiful red couches, and my flat screen TV and everything. Just watching. Ruby on the couch watching TV, Travis in the kitchen cleaning dishes. I went in and I had cable. I went and got a knife out the kitchen and I cut the cords to the TV. You're not watching my stuff.
Are you serious?
Yes,
you destroyed your own property?
I sure did. And what I did was I took the TV out. I said, y'all don't got nothing to watch. now, and I left back out because I didn't want to be there with them, because I didn't want to put myself in another situation. So
I'm just dumbfounded. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I mean, your sister turns on you for her child's father. You go to jail for 5 days. You come home and still allow them to stay in your home?
Okay, it's a catch to that.
Okay, because that's where I need to get to the nitty gritty.
I was going through some things, and I ended up leaving my apartment, my beautiful apartment, because it was beautiful, trust me.
Okay.
And I get a phone call from my auntie Maria and told me they not there because they said they couldn't watch no TV. So she said, you better get over there and lock all your doors then. Okay. So I did just that. I got over there in like 2 minutes and they was gone. I locked all my doors and I never let them come back.
Okay. So they never, so where did they go? Do you know?
They went to my grandmother's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, I know you told, talking to my mom, and I told you I didn't want to have nothing to do with her no more. And you tried to persuade me, that's your sister. I didn't raise you like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, give her a chance. But I didn't give her a chance. I stuck to my guns. So
you still hated her?
I still hated her. Like, with all my heart. I didn't like her. Every time I wanted to see her, I was like, I am not that type of person to want to spit in somebody's face.
Yeah, because that's one of the most disrespectful things you could do is spit in somebody.
Like, that's how much hate I had for her.
And is that why you were crying just not too long ago?
Yes, because it's bringing back my memories. Because I was like, how can you do somebody like that? That's so good to you.
Right.
How can you turn on somebody that's so good to you? You know.
So, okay, so what happened when you went back
to court
for your court date? Did you still have the same judge that released you on personal, or did you get somebody else?
No. I'm not going to ever forget this judge that I had named David Mataya.
Okay.
He said I was just coming to get processing. Okay, I've never been in jail before. I don't know what I'm going through. Okay, I'm thinking just doing fingerprint, put me in the system.
So that was an arraignment?
Yes, an arraignment. So after they did that, I ended up, it was a couple days after my birthday. I think it was my 26th or 27th birthday. A couple days afterwards, I went to court. I ended up going there, get my fingerprint and stuff. They said, sit on the side. I sat on the side. After we sat on the side for about 10 minutes, we all come in this room getting handcuffed. I'm like, what y'all doing that for? I thought I was going back home.
Right.
I wasn't going back home. I was going downstairs to the women's jail. I went to the women's jail. That's where they took me.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So when you went and thinking you went for arraignment, thinking you were going to be processed and released, and then they put you in the women's jail because you were dressed like a woman.
Yeah.
So they naturally assumed you as a woman.
They didn't pay no attention to that.
Because your name was Monica.
It still is.
Okay, all right.
So when they
she legally changed her name to Monica.
Yes.
So looking at her and seeing her name, they didn't pay attention to the paperwork. And okay, so this is very interesting. What happened next?
So, you know how I went down, I could have probably just went down there and stayed my 22 days.
Okay. And you was in jail for 22 days?
22 days. I could have just stayed down there for 22 days.
In the city?
And nope, they moved to the county.
Oh, they took you to the county jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more a better environment up there in the county.
Okay, yeah.
So I could have just stayed down there, but you know what? It's this thing where black people, when you give them a job, they try to
abuse their privileges.
Yes. So this lady, she said, you know, she wanted to do everything to the book or whatever. She wanted to investigate me for some odd reason and stuff. And she asked me if I still had my private area down there, and I told her I didn't, because I did not want to go upstairs to the men. I didn't know where they were gonna send me. So she said, okay. We're gonna have to verify that.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, so now I have to go to the doctor.
Okay.
I was thinking in my head, how can I get around this? There was no getting around. They want me to drop my pants.
Oh my God.
Drop them. So
that had to be humiliating.
It was. So I finally just said, no, I still got my my wink. No, I still got my winky bink.
Okay.
You know, I still got it. You know, and then it's like, well, all you gotta do is say that. I said, I just don't want to go to the bedside. You know.
Yeah.
But I end up going over to the men's side, and they send me to the people that got mental illness. Like, it's a certain level of mental illness.
But why would they send you to?
Because that's more safer than being in the regular part.
Oh,
with the
okay. Because
folks.
you're transgender, they figure you would be assaulted or something.
So it's more safer
Bullied.
over there. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's more safer for us. So I got over there like, guys, I was in my full makeup and guys was just like lusting over me. Soon I got there, and they didn't even have no mental problems. It seemed like. And I was in there with 3 other trans women too.
Oh, okay. How did that work out?
It didn't.
It didn't?
Because everybody that was there already had their claims on guys. Now, mind you, my first time being there, so I don't know what they're talking about. And the guys was just liking me because I'm so pretty, I guess. That's what they always say. And the girls that I was in there with, I knew one of them. I didn't know the other 2. Didn't know them.
Okay.
And she was giving me the rules, telling me the rules, how to not kick with certain guys because those certain guys already is claimed by the other girls and stuff.
Okay.
And there I'm like, okay, I get that, I understand, I want no problems, you know.
Exactly.
And she was telling me how to do commissary and stuff like that. If I wanted to, like, you know, buy something, how to fill it out, because I didn't know. It's not that I'm dumb, I just don't know that stuff.
Right, because you were never in jail before.
Right, so, you know, but I would say it wasn't as bad as I thought it was for those first couple of days. I think about the week that I was there, it really hit me when they finally told me you could see the bridge right there outside that window. Going back to the west side, I think it finally hit me that I'm in here and don't know if I'm going to go to prison for 8 years.
So you were facing 8 years for
prison.
firing a gun in an inhabited area.
Yeah. And I was sitting there, didn't know what to do. I didn't have any money on my phone. So I think finally I called you and stuff. You put $40 on the phone, and I'll call you and Daddy every single day. And you told me to try not to call all the time through the day.
Right.
Try to call once a day and stuff.
Right.
To make it last.
Because phone calls were expensive.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was gonna do.
So at that point you spent 5 days in the city, and then total, was it 22 more days you
22
spent?
22 more days.
You
Yeah.
spent,
so that would have been 27 days.
27 days you did.
Altogether.
So what happened? So when you were in there, did you have any type of altercations with any of the transgender people or the regular men?
I didn't have no altercation with the regular men. No, I did, except for one. I'm gonna tell you that I snore.
Okay.
Bad. Everybody say it sound like a train wreck. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you.
Right.
I was asleep and stuff, and this guy, like, he said he just couldn't take it another day after I've been next to him for a week, and he was on the other bunk. He said he couldn't take it another day. He said.
And he was straight.
Yeah, he said to the CO, and he was an older guy. He's like, if you don't get this snoring mother effer away from me, I swear I'm gonna hurt him.
Oh
he
my
said, hurt him, not hurt him.
You say hurt him.
Yes.
Oh
you know,
my God.
He said
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
So they end up moving him to another pod.
Okay.
And not me. Moving him to another pod.
Okay.
So I can be okay.
Okay.
But boy, I got into it with the trans girl, Misha. I never forget her. Because we had fought before.
So you knew her prior
I
to
knew her
going
prior.
in jail.
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew her prior. She had helped me do my commissary and stuff like that. And when my commissary came, I was able to get all this stuff because I had $50 on me already.
Okay.
I was able to get all this food, you know what I'm saying, be comfortable, get what I want, the snacks and stuff.
Right.
And she said, I had helped you fill that out. you gonna have to give me something. I looked at her, I said, you must be SHIT me, shitting me.
Right.
I said, I'm not giving you nothing. I don't know what you think this is. You help me, and that's just what it is.
Right.
You ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do. If I want to do it, I'm gonna do it for you.
Right, exactly.
I don't like nobody talking to me like that.
Right.
And I know my dad told me, while you in there, basically don't be no punk and don't let nobody do you any kind of way.
Yeah, because even though you're transgender, living your life as a female, underneath you still a man.
Yeah, so
yes.
It's like, I was like, I got mad to this point where, you know what I'm saying, the CEO have never seen me talk, never seen me get into no altercation, and he had told me, don't do it if you don't want the men in blacks to come down here, and if they come down here, they're going to beat you up.
Oh,
that's
wow.
exactly what he said. He said, Monica, I know you not no problem. I said, but I was crying tears, and when I cry tears, I want to put my hands on somebody.
Right.
And so I just like called you on the phone, and you and Daddy heard me crying. He said, don't cry in there. Don't cry in there.
Right,
don't do that.
Right, because your daddy a man's man, right.
He said, don't cry in there.
We doing a talk show, but he keep referring to me as his mom and his dad. But I guess she can't help it because I really am her mom.
So we did that,
So
I'm finished. Talking to y'all. And talking to you, because I always call you, I got problems. Talking to you, it just made me calm down, because I was telling you what I wanted to do, and you said just calm down.
Right.
And stuff, because I was on the road to I was going to tear that whole place up, and I didn't care if I get beat up by these people. Right. You know what I'm saying? These men in black, they big, they physical with you, they will punch you, they would do all this stuff to you. So I just calmed it down, kept it cute for that other doggone 15, 16 more days that I was in there, because I didn't know when I was going to get out, because they didn't say I had a court date. So what happens is, when you in there and you facing those type of charges, they feel like if you don't got no money to get bonded out, they're going to keep you in there. And they feel like you don't got no family, they're going to keep you in there.
Right, they're going to, yeah.
And your court date could be 3-4 months down the road. I
know the county. I guess they so overcrowded down there that it's like you never know when your court date, and then you get a court date, and then they do a continuance because the judge is either on trial and can't see you. So anyway, we've been on here. We've been talking for 37 minutes. So anyway, so let's get to the point of when you got ready to get out. When you found out you were leaving and what your sentence was. Tell them.
Okay. When I got out of the county, I didn't get released by the judge like that. I didn't get released from the judge. I actually called you on the phone, and I said, Ma, I can't take it no more. I need to get up out of here.
Okay.
I need some money. I'll pay you back. I just need to get up out of here. I can't do it no more. But that was 22 days. Right. I couldn't take it no more. It was just like, no. So you sent Rhonda, my cousin / sister, I call her that. You sent her the money. You gave her the money, and you told her to go post my bill, and she did.
So why did you wait that long? You just wanted to wait it out?
I was trying to wait it out before I even spent the money. I thought I was gonna have a court date. When I found out that sometimes you don't have a court date for months and months down the road, I just knew I couldn't take it no more. I knew I had to get out of there.
Oh, wow.
And I finally got out of there. And
there we go. We're live again. Sorry, guys. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but we're sitting here talking, and then next thing I know, we're stuck, and I'm seeing people's comments. I'm talking to you guys, and nobody's responding, and I'm saying somebody was able to, I think it was Kay, was able to tell me that we were buffing, and I'm like, man, this story is, we're getting to the end of it, and I don't, want to end the talk show without you guys knowing exactly what happened to Monica. So thank you guys for sticking around for that little problem that we had. I don't know, what it was, but okay, so
you said what happened?
Okay, so the last thing, guys, we were talking about was what happened when Monica went to court for sentencing.
Okay, so what happened was I ended up going to court January 17th, 2017. And I had David Emmett again. I didn't want that same guy ever again, but he's a hard one. He said to me, because your record, he said, I want to send you to jail for 8 years.
Oh, wow.
He said that. I want to just play plain and simple. I want to do that. He said, but since me looking at your record and you don't have anything on your record, nothing, it's so clean. He's like, and your sister thinks you should get anger management and stuff like that.
So she was still on you, still making recommendations to the judge and everything, even knowing...
The public pretender I had, one thing he did say to me was...
He said she said public pretender.
And he was black, he was Uncle Tom.
Oh my goodness.
What he did say to me that was good for me, he said, if you had a letter written from your sister stating that she want to drop all charges and stuff, or just came into court and spoke on your behalf, the judge could drop everything.
Okay.
But the state picked it up.
Oh, so she did come.
No, she didn't come down there, period. She didn't write a letter. She said she didn't know what to do. So the state ended up picking it up, but they were so lenient on me. So what they did was they gave me 18 months of probation.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
My felonies are level 2. Normally with a level 2, you don't get probation. You go in for the time.
You do automatic jail time.
Exactly, but God was with me that day.
Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so you had a level 2 felony.
Mm-hmm.
And what was he trying to sentence you to?
He was going to sentence me to eight years.
No. Okay, so I know you were going to get 8 years. So, but if he hadn't gave you 18 months, I'm trying to get a clearer picture. So he didn't give you the 18 months probation. You would have had to do 8 years in prison?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. He made that perfectly clear.
Oh my goodness.
And by that time, I didn't even know that I had 18 months of probation because I had already fell out and passed out. My wig went one way.
Wait a minute, hold on. Did y'all hear what she said? She said that she fell out. Her wig went one way. She went another way. And was anybody in court with you?
Yeah, it was Tanya. I actually went to Metro, and she told me I was on 18 months of probation and stuff.
Oh, wow. So that's when you found out your sentence, when you were in a hospital.
When I woke up that day, my body was doing something to me. I
Right, you were nervous.
I was nervous. I think my blood pressure went too high or something happened. Because when he said, I hereby sentence you to 18, I just thought I was going to jail. And I collapsed.
Oh, wow.
Woke up, my hair wasn't on my head.
Oh, my God. That would have been so... I'm sorry.
I know.
But that would have been so embarrassing to me.
But it happened.
But I'm glad you only got 18 months probation and you did that like a champ.
I did it like a champ. I didn't get into no altercation, even though the devil
is busy. Was
so busy around that time trying to, make me go to jail, go to prison, because he said that the slightest thing, a parking ticket, a traffic ticket, anything, you get in trouble, you come to do prison time. So
did you have a probation officer?
Yes. His name was Jeffries. That's what we called him, Jeffries. And he was the most nicest fat guy in the world with me and stuff. I had to get a job, so I ended up going to go work at a temporary job.
Right.
Even though I was getting Social Security, they said, that ain't cutting it.
That ain't cutting it.
We want you
Did you have to pay restitution?
Restitution, $638.
Did you ever pay it?
No.
You never paid it?
I paid
and
it.
They let you off?
See, what happened is the probation officer said, I'll pay $50. That's all I ever was able to pay. I said that was just too much for me.
Right.
He said they can't keep you on probation if you didn't pay your restitution. Okay. They cannot do that. He said, once your time is up, your time is up.
Okay.
Like, they might catch up with you in the future and send you a bill talking about you got to pay this, which they did, and stuff like this. Still didn't get paid. I said I'll pay it when when it's time to expunge my record or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
happened,
so that's what happened. Thank you for sharing your story. But I have one last question that I want to ask you. Where is Travis now?
Travis is incarcerated for...
Why is he in there? Why is he incarcerated? What did he later do?
He later, I want to use my words, he later tortured his 2-week-old daughter. And
so he tortured, after he choked you and did not go to jail, he tortured his 2-week-old baby until she was 3 months and almost dead.
I know that makes all of us mad.
That makes all of us very angry, but that is a story for another day. Okay? And that was Ruby's child that happened to. Now, this is the part of the show where we are taking questions. So, do anybody have any questions that they would like to ask Monica? The time to do that is now, or forever hold your peace. Speak now, or forever hold your peace.
You know I can't see that far, so I don't know.
Oh, I'll read it off to you. Yes, blessed woman. That's the way I feel. Very angry. So, is there any questions that you guys would like to ask?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, go right ahead and ask your questions. Just put it up there and I'll read it as it comes up, and then Monica can answer. No, that is not my son who did that. My daughter was her baby father.
Do who have a YouTube channel?
No, do Monica have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't have a YouTube channel. It's supposed to be coming soon. Life of Monica. I'm just trying to figure what I'm gonna do.
Hello. Yeah, I think Monica needs her own channel because that Monica being
transgender.
Monica consider herself a transgender, but the proper word for it is transsexual.
I know.
But by her being a transsexual / transgender, I think that her channel would go zoop, and I think that she would have an amazing channel because Monica has a lot of good stories that she could tell.
So, any questions?
So, any more questions? Besides, do she have a YouTube channel? Yes. What is the next question? Because I seen y'all talking up a storm when we were into the story. Okay. I have to come over here, y'all. And I might have to have Monica move over. So it says, it said, I want to say I love Monica, stay strong.
Oh, I love you guys too.
I love seeing Monica on Dolce and Nisha. She was so funny. After everything that has happened to you, Monica, how do you feel? Are you okay? I know you had to be very stressed out.
About that whole situation, it took me a long time to get back and talk to my sister, but the day that my niece was born...
Well, neither one of us is in the camera.
Oh.
So please.
I can't even... It's stuck.
It's not stuck?
I can't see myself.
Okay, let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I think this thing buffed again. Hold on. Okay.
I think it's wrong, though. It's wrong.
Okay. What do you mean?
It's backwards.
Oh, it's backwards. Okay. How did it go backwards? Oh, I touched it.
Yeah. So
oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
I was in the camera, Mom.
Okay.
So you asked me.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get to the... Okay, it says, okay, go back to the question. After everything that has happened to you, Monica, how do you feel? Are you okay? I know you had to be very stressed out.
I was very stressed out. I have never been as stressed as that moment as I was. So it took me a long time to ever even get a chance to even talk with my sister again.
How long did it take you before you spoke with Ruby again?
About 2 months, maybe longer.
Oh,
I think it was a
okay.
little longer. No, not 2 months. It was about 4 months because I went to go. I didn't talk to her per se when Faith was born December 11th. Mm-hmm. I just went up there to go see the baby and stuff like that, and I didn't start talking to her until after everything had happened with Faith. When I found out, I didn't start having that relationship with her again until afterwards.
Okay.
Because I can be a very stubborn person if I want to be.
Yeah, exactly. Have you forgiven your sister?
I did. It took me a long time to forgive her because I couldn't stop talking about it.
Okay, so how about talking about that wig?
What wig?
What wig? You said, how about talking about that wig? What wig you talking about?
Oh, the one on you?
Or the one that went across the floor when she passed out in the courtroom. Which one you talking about?
That wig was just crazy. And it was a beautiful wig too, by the way.
Oh my God. Okay. They asked the question, have you forgiven her? Where Dochi's kids in Cleveland, don't see them on the blogs anymore. No, Dochi's children are in Texas with their parents. Who gonna take 5 babies all at once by themselves? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just being silly. That was a question. Okay. They said he shouldn't have jumped you anyway. They said you have a kind spirit.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the compliments. I really appreciate that. The 2 boys. Oh, the 2 boys are here, but you know, Dochi come on his channel and he'll keep y'all informed as to what's going on with the 2 oldest boys. Yes, y'all will find out soon enough. Thank you. I appreciate that. They said, Renee said, may God bless you, Monica.
Oh,
Renee Price, I see you on my Facebook. Are you part of our family? Because I see you on Facebook. So you my Facebook friend. But I feel like you part of the family, but I'm not certain. Yeah, I think you're right about the boys coming there. Thank you. Yes, Monica definitely needs to get a channel because Monica has some very funny and amusing stories, and I can't wait until we dive into more. But someone asked the question, how is the baby doing? Yeah, you're my Facebook friend, but I thought maybe we were family or something, some type of way. I always thought that. I don't know why I thought that, but I always thought that. Then I always see you comment on here, but okay. But hey, well, welcome to the family anyway.
Yes, we want to see
you, Monica.
Oh, it's coming soon.
Now you had asked the question, how is the baby now? The baby is, if you go back 3 years to Dochi and Nisha's world, my son and me did a video explaining what had happened to Faith, okay? And you will see that story. But I'm planning on having Ruby on this talk show. Y'all know who I'm looking sexy for? It ain't nobody but Danny, my husband, of course. How did I feel about the situation? I was very disturbed by that. You understand? I mean, I was very, very disturbed by that because Monica and Ruby were so close because, you know, I adopted Monica and Ruby. And out of the 8 siblings that they had, those 2 were super, super, super close. And that's why I was so stuck and I couldn't believe that she literally turned on Monica for Travis, and that she wouldn't even write that letter of recommendation. You understand? But Monica and Ruby, they have a love for one another that surpasses all of this and more, okay? Because there is nothing, and I say nothing Monica would not do for Ruby. She go over and beyond to help her little sister. And I really appreciate that, because Monica is a loving person. You understand? And a lot of people, you know, try to mistreat her sometimes because she's transgender. But no, Monica has a heart of precious, precious gold. Yes, she do.
Thank you.
It said, as long as it's not extreme hate comments. Is Ruby the one that almost died in the story time you guys made 3 years ago? Ruby didn't almost die, but Faith almost died. Travis nearly killed the baby. If it was not for me asking to see the baby that day, Faith would not be here.
Somebody said they wish they could hang out with me.
Hey, maybe one day if you in Cleveland, maybe do a meet and greet and y'all can meet up with Monica, you know? Let me get back over here because I can see the comments over from here. Monica just couldn't see them, and it's just like uncomfortable sitting on that ottoman trying to look up to read the comments. But anyway, y'all, it's almost time for us to end the show, even though, you know, we had buffing. Okay, I'm live again. I am so tired of okay, Monica has something that Monica would like to say to you guys.
What I want to say is, I think, which I know will be the perfect time for me to start my channel, is December 12th of this year. I'm going to start my channel.
December the 12th is a special day. That is Monica's birthday.
Yes.
But first of all, I would like to thank you for coming on, sharing such personal stuff, you know, getting emotional about, you know, the love that you have for your baby sister and everything. And I just appreciate you. So let me give me a hug.
My stomach's
Well,
still
I guess I better
get up.
Stand up, give you a hug.
Thanks for having me.
For all of you guys who don't know, Monica just had surgery, so she's still in a little pain from that. But we really appreciate you guys coming on. And I'm telling you, I have some really good topics for you guys. So make sure that you stay tuned every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Okay? And I'm going to have a special guest on my channel. It won't be Talk Show Tuesday, but it's just going to be later on in the week. It won't be a live video. It will not be a live video. Yes, 12/12/20. It will not be a live video. It's going to be a video that I have to edit, but I'm going to have a special guest. And that special guest is going to be my husband. Yes, it's going to be my husband. Now, I may decide and I may change my mind from now to when we're going to do the video. But it may be live because you guys may want to ask him some questions once y'all get him on, you know, on camera. You know what I'm saying? Somebody made a... I wish I had wrote down her name because I would have liked to have given her a shout out. She said, have Daddy Curry come on with you and tell some stories about Doechii. You understand, with them growing up. So I asked him and he agreed. And I was like, so, I mean, I didn't have to, like, you know, try to bribe him or anything like that. You know how us women can be very persuasive. You know what I'm saying? But, Mama Kathy ain't do that because her baby was like, yes, he will do it. So sometime this week we're going to do that. And don't forget, we're going to have Cooking with the Curries. And the next person that's going to be cooking with Mama Kathy is her hubby. He's going to be cooking, and it will be this week. So I will be dropping a video, and it will not be live. It will be an edited video, but he's going to be cooking, and gotta wait and see. But yes, I really appreciate all you guys. We have 4 seconds. We closing the show out. But I love, 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 love everybody. Please continue to support me because I finally found out what I want to do for YouTube. And this is it. And I'm telling you, the storylines that I got coming for you guys, y'all, they just gonna get better and better. That's all I can tell you. They're gonna get better and better, and I will be more prepared. Okay, so I want to say thank you again.
Thank you.
Love all of y'all. Love all of y'all, and y'all have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the week. Bye. Talk Show Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 p.m.